I'm truly sick of hearing the miserable lot die-hard Remainers whinging on about how appalling things are. There are commentators on this platform who seriously should just pack their bags and head east, find an empty chateau somewhere and stay there. The latest gripe is the current shortage of HGV drivers and the consequential shortages in some supermarkets. Shortages of what, is my first thought. I'll be frank, my family shops at Tesco, Sainsbury, Morrison's, Iceland, Aldi, Heron and very occasionally Lidl, along with a number of local specialist shops. No, we don't do a monthly big shop. Never have done. We shop the way my gran used to, but in bigger stores. Have we seen any shortages? No, not once, since the first couple of weeks of the COVID panic last year, and I live in a town of less than 75,000 people, so we're not exactly a priority here. Indeed, we're a long way from distribution hubs of any kind. So what are these shortages the whingers are on about? Did the Waitrose run out of hummus or shut enough to pap again? Tragic. The average age of lorry drivers before COVID was the middle to late 50s. Why? Because for years and years, the wages of drivers and workers in general has been kept artificially low by the constant inflow of EU citizens from the Eastern European countries where wages were a quarter of those enjoyed here. The effect, as any reasonable person with a functioning brain could tell you, was to keep wages low and destroy any motivation for companies to help fund the training of UK workers. Why should they? There was an endless supply of drivers from Eastern Europe. I mentioned COVID because it has a detrimental effect on the availability of drivers. Because large numbers who were only a few years away from retirement decided to take early retirement instead of returning to work. That has made the problem worse, obviously. It's not a problem unique to the UK. There's also a serious shortage of drivers in Poland and Germany. Really? So how did Brexit manage to do that, please? OK, so there is a problem. But UK workers' wages have risen by over 7% in the last quarter, and in the last 5 months, truck drivers have seen a 10.7% jump. What effect do you think that will have? Yep, I have a smart audience. It will attract more and more younger people into that job. Yes, that will take a little time to kick in, but kick in it will. Not according to the depression mongers of the Remainer squad. This current situation is apparently a permanent feature of post-Brexit Britain. How negative can you get? What a miserable way of thinking. According to one of these depressing commentators, nobody wants to come to the UK to work, and we all live under an illusion that this is a place that people are straining at the leash to come to, when apparently nothing could be further from the truth, when those East Europeans have Germany, France and Spain they can freely choose from. Is that so? Really? Then why are more than 500, mainly young men, a day risking their very lives to get here? They are thrilled to get here. They're desperate to work here in the UK. To them, the UK is that Shangri-La, and they have paid good money to people traffickers to get them here. Remainers are depressing people. I almost feel sorry for them, the bullshit they have to live with. What was it Boris said? Oh yes, supine invertebrate protoplasmic jellies, the lot of them.